And a warm welcome to Turf Moor as Burnley take on Queen's Park Rangers. Burnley now still going for the championship, and off the back of a 7-2 fresh in Leicester City. Queen's Park Rangers doing very well in 11th place, very credible to them. But Burnley now, as you can see, second in the table, just 4 points behind Chelsea, but they will have a better goal difference. A victory for them today would see the gap go down to at least 1. John O'Shea takes over as captain, and there's a couple of debutants to bring you up to date with in the Burnley lineup. As we see both teams now emerge from this tunnel, Turf Moor round jam-packed. So I check on the two teams, and a couple of new faces in the Burnley lineup, as you may well gather. Jay Rodriguez has returned back to his first club and his hometown, and he comes in on the left. And also John Stones, another new signing from Everton, plays at centre-back alongside John O'Shea. Jason Shackle, by the way, is suspended after that red card in the FA Cup replay against Leicester. As for QPR, Charlie Austin comes back to his own old club and partners Zarate up front. Joey Barton and Sandra will steal in that midfield area, and Inua and Rio Ferdinand are the two centre-backs. A special day for that man there, number 27, Jay Rodriguez. Back at his old stomping ground, where he had 3 or 4 successful years, firstly under Owen Coyle and then Brian Laws. But now back again. And John Stones, the young 20-year-old, signed from Everton, makes his debut for the Clarets. The man in charge today, Michael Oliver from County Durham. So it's going to be QPR to get us away. Second against 11th in the table. And obviously a Clarets win would put them within 1 point of Mourinho's Chelsea at the top of the Barclays Premier League. Here's James Ward-Prowse. A good ball forward, and Danny Ings is onside. This could be a superb start. And it's off the post, and it's rebounded out. Well, that would have been a superb start for the Clarets. McCarthy was beaten a mile there, and it should have been 1-0. But QPR now have it. And they're in here again, and it's Crenshaw at the other end. Oh, what a good tackle. Trippier. Terrific defending by the Burnley right back. Currently playing out on the right today rather than the left-hand side, and Crenshaw they've had to stop it because Crenshaw has picked up an injury. When Trippier came in, they collided with each other. So there's a drop ball, and that will be a goal kick now to Burnley, which will absolutely annoy them in a sense because they did have an attack going, and this is the goal line technology replay, and it proves quite conclusively there that the ball didn't cross the line. As you can see, no goal. It did really need me to tell you that, but the caption could have told that for yourself, for itself really. But the goal does not count, and Orkai certainly doing its job at Turf Moor today. Here's Trippier. Goodly chick ball in, but the header was away. I think it was Ferdinand who got across. Stones. He's got a bright future in the game ahead of him. One of eyebrows were raised when Burnley got him pretty cheaply. I think it was about £4, maybe £5 million. There's the ball in there, and a header in there. Will Hughes was right in on the edge of the 6-yard box. Ward-Prowse rather, looking for options. Stephen Ward is one, and he'll have a gamble, this fella. Stephen Ward breaks to Hughes, and he scored! Well, there's no need for goal line technology this time. Burnley have the lead. They've been threatening right from the word go. One shot deflected off Inua, and it came to Will Hughes, the man Burnley got from Derby. And he finished it off superbly well, past Alex McCarthy and into the net. As we come towards the halfway mark of the first half, Will Hughes strikes goal number 6 from midfield, and he's proven to be a big player in Burnley's season so far. 22 minutes gone. And it's a lead that Burnley have been threatening to take right from the word go. Folks doing well. Currently. Trippier with a terrific challenge. Here's Kitely. Decent cross. Boats is there. Oh, he should have scored. Well, he hit that through on the ball. He hit it down into the floor. And then it ricocheted wide. Well, QPR goal kick. McCarthy with it. Austin's header. Austin gets it back a second time. And again, the Burnley defence not to be denied. Half an hour gone. Burnley in front through Will Hughes' goal in the 22nd minute. Here's Trippier. Burnley get the decision. Trippier with it. Tightly. Trippier, good football again from the Clarets. That's a good cross. And still might break inside for Ings. The opportunity died on him a bit. Time to go to half time. Oh, good challenge. Good challenge. One thing you'll get with Trippier is commitment. He certainly is all over the field producing that commitment. Again, a good challenge. Jay Rodriguez is back at his first love, Burnley. Had a rotten time on the south coast with Southampton. Well, he had one good season, but was having a tough old season with Southampton this season. And Burnley have offered him a lifeline back. Back home from the south coast. Folks. Currently making a good burst down the right. And he's well found too. Ings is waiting in the middle. Other than that, there's not much great support. And it was Ings there, but it was just too high for him. It was a good idea, the cross from Michael Kitely as we go into 2 minutes additional time. Good game of football, but Burnley much the dominant force at the moment. QPR really dropping nothing in attack so far up until now. And they might do something here because they're breaking into the penalty area for very, very, very breakneck. Yeah, and Burnley stuffed them out and the half-time whistle has gone. So Will Hughes' goal halfway through the first half has given Burnley a deserved lead, but it should have been a lot more comfortable for them now. But they lead at the break and lead by 1-0 at half-time. Welcome back to Turf Ball for the start of the second half. Burnley who lead by 1-0. We start the game with in Clarendon Blue, of course, attacking the goal to our left. That's the Jimmy McElroy end, named after the famous Burnley player who was a member of that 1960 winning league side. And Ward goes storming through and then goes in with a rebound and completely misses it, but still retrieves it. Ward-Prowse, great goal! Perfect timing for Burnley at the start of the second half. James Ward-Prowse has got his first goal in Clarendon Blue. And Burnley lead by 2-0. And it's all down to Stephen Ward's persistence to not to give up. Pulled the ball back. Ward-Prowse on the turn. McCarthy and the price. And Burnley have a great cushion now over QPR. 2-0. And met with universal approval on the Burnley bench. Good start to the second half for the Clarets. That's his third of the season, but he's first in Clarendon Blue. The number 2, of course, in Southampton colours. 2-0. Not a happy return for Charlie Austin. Barton, who's been largely a passenger in the game, was absolutely sure. Hughes. Rodriguez. Ings. Oh, what about that for clever skill? And he's waltzing through. He's McCarthy to beat. And beat him well, but beat the far post. Well, Ings in the first half of the season would have buried that. Although he did return to goal scoring form in the game in the FA Cup replay against Leicester on Wednesday night, where he absolutely had a ball. Also easy for Burnley at the moment. Ings or Prowse. Ooh, just couldn't pick out Rodriguez. I think he might have been actually currently on the far side. But Prowse again. It's a good ball for almost finding Danny Ings that time. Now Rodriguez. See what he can do from the left hand side. Cuts in field. Anua to beat. Rodriguez! And it's there for the third one by Vokes. But all that was down to persistence from Jay Rodriguez, who makes a goal on his return to turf 4. Wonderful effort. Good save from McCarthy. But it just happened to fall for Sam Vokes, who was way unmarked. And had the whole goal to aim at. And hit the bullseye. 3-0. And Burnley now will cut the gap at the top to 1 point. There it is. 25 to go. And there's no doubt about it now. Ashley Barnes going to come on. So to Danny Ings, I think Rodriguez is going to spend the last sort of few minutes up front. 25 minutes or so up front. So they're going to put George Boyd on the left. So Ings and Vokes rested now for future battles. There is a second leg at Sunderland to come in the League Cup. And then there's a 4th round FA Cup tie as well. So there's plenty of games now. Can Rodriguez got to go on his second debut here in turf 4? Matt will go for, I think, a corner. So Joey Barton absolutely poor today. Leroy Fair going to replace him. Well, I don't know what difference he'll make it 3-0 down. In fact, it's a goal kick to QPR. So not a good day at the office for the QPR captain. And a good ball through to Charlie Austin. Still Austin. Wonderful challenge. No quarter given from Kieran Trippier. Fair. Bottled off the ball. O'Shea. Kitely. Rodriguez slipped, but he has possession. And can he York his second debut with a goal? Yes, he can! 4-0. And Rodriguez on his second coming gets a goal on his second debut for his hometown club. What a story. Jay Rodriguez. That was put away by a man with such confidence. 5 goals this season. The other 4, of course, in Southampton colours. But he won't mind that one bit, because he's got one in Claret and Blue in the Premier League. And that would have been the way he would have dreamt it as a young boy, growing up in these parts. Boyd. And onside again. He couldn't get another one, could he? He can! 2 in a couple of minutes for Rodriguez! No wonder the Burnley fans rejoice. QPR have been ripped apart. They do not look aside who are 11th in the table. Not on this evidence anyway. But Burnley look aside who are challenging out at the top. Yes, they may not have all the big names. Yes, they might not have all the foreign stars. But one thing you can't deny. They have abundance of team spirit. And will go the extra mile to try and grab success by both hands. On the verge of winning the League Cup. Still in the FA Cup, still in the Champions League as Rodriguez goes for a hat-trick. And now off fighting for everything at the top of the Barclays Premier League. All down to that good old team spirit. Well, it's his 16th appearance in Premier League football, but this is his first in claret and blue. And what an experience for the hometown boy. In front of the Jimmy McElroy stand, the old beehole hen at Turf Moor. And here come QPR, and he missed it! Leroy Fer from about 2 yards out has inexplicably missed. Not that it made much difference to the overall result anyway, but that was a terrible miss. And it sums up in a nutshell QPR's afternoon. Boyd. And now all eyes will be fixed on referee Michael Oliver to bring this misery for QPR to a grinding halt. But maybe there's more misery to be heaped up on here because Rodriguez is through. It's 6. It's a hat-trick for the hometown boy on his Burnley Premier League debut. What a 25 minutes he's had. He played on the left-hand side, and when Volk's innings came off, he gets up front, and there's the result. 3 goals. McCarthy will not have a worse day at the office than this. 6-0 against a Surrey QPR side. And Rodriguez has hit a hat-trick. And may well now decide to bring him off, and Jurkovic will come on. They have a substitution up left anyway. He's going to get a rapturous ovation, and surely he does. Jurkovic replaces him for just a few seconds. Well, that has heaped more misery on QPR, and the misery is finally over for them. 6-star performance from Burnley, culminating in a terrific hat-trick from Jay Rodriguez. Back on his old stomping ground in his second spell. QPR, right when the word go, never fancied it. Burnley certainly did. Burnley 6, QPR 0. And Burnley go within a point now of Chelsea at the top of the Premier League.